Is the noise from the... Hello everyone. I was trying to fix the noise from the laptop, but it was not. I tried to restart also, but still the noise is there. So I was a little late in starting here. But anyhow, I see no harm done. Nobody is here. So yeah, I tried to. Even with my headphones, I can hear the noise so loud. So I'm just sorry. Just tell me if the noise is too loud, okay? Whole day it was okay. And now just when I'm thinking of going live, it's starting. Hi Stephen, how are you, Stephen? How was your work today? You must be counting the days till you are off. Yeah. Is the noise from the laptop too loud, Stephen? I came late because I was trying to fix it, but I cannot fix it today. Whole day it was okay, and now just lifetime it started. After tomorrow, I have 6 days off. Yeah, true. Then you will start on the night shifts, right? Noise isn't very loud over there. Okay. Hello, Pita. How are you, Pita? case the noise gets too loud, you have to lower your volume a little bit, maybe. I'm still trying, but I restarted the laptop, but still. Really? You didn't notice my notification? Then you must check your WhatsApp. Then you must check your WhatsApp. I always send it to you on WhatsApp. Ah, okay. That's why you didn't see the notification. That is why you did not see the notification. Hmm. I haven't seen a New Year's goal for many years. So you are very, very safe, right? You are very, very safe, Stephen. I don't make any New Year resolutions, but I just suddenly thought about it. Oh, we are already in the first quarter. So how about people, always rushing to make New Year resolutions? And so I said, okay, let me see now those who have made New Year resolutions. How has it been going, in the first quarter of the year? It's almost coming to an end. So just to for you to reflect on, like, what all the things that you plan to do, at the start of the year. It may not be a resolution. It may be just something that you plan to do, and like how's the plans going like for this year, you know. Like I remember last year I had made up my mind that in the month of February I will not renew my visa and I will go and settle down in Philippines. But then the backup plans that I had, kind of, whatever plans I had about that did not quite work out. And then I realized I was getting short on time, and I know I wouldn't be able to solve my problem as yet. So immediately I renewed my visa for another year. But at that time, I had already made up my mind that come what may, next year I'm going to definitely leave Thailand. And I kept to that resolution this year. I made up my mind last year, but come this year, I worked on many things, and like I'm still at the crossroads. I do not have any. I have plans, but I do not know what's going to happen because my plans are dependent on multiple factors which are not in my hand. And the first factor is, when am I going to start getting my pension? So that is the biggest thing in my life at the moment. And so all my plans depending on the news I get about my pension. But come what may, I still decided that I last year couldn't make the break, but this year I will make the break come what may. And that is why I just packed in. I didn't renew my visa in Thailand, and I just packed off. And then I came over here, right? So I've settled on my papers, sent it in. The 2 weeks are over. 2 weeks waiting period is over. So hopefully now after the 2 weeks, they are now reviewing my papers, and I'm just waiting for them to come back to me with whatever decision they are making. So I moved on with my resolution, kind of my plans. I would not call it a resolution, but I call it a plan that I made for last year. It did not work out, but I said, come what may. Last year itself, I said, come what may. The following year, I am going to leave Thailand, and I kept to it. Though my future is not really, my future is still hanging in the balance, right? But I made up my mind about that. And my daughter was generous enough. She said, Dad, don't worry, stay here till everything is settled about your pension. Then, if you want, you can go, So far, I'm just waiting for news from the pension office, what it is. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, God, yeah, that reminds me. There's something I have to update in that. I will do it. I will do it later. Something I have to update in that, otherwise I will not get the mail. So even if they send the mail, I will not get it. Oh no, that was so important and I haven't yet done it. Oh, yeah, so that's something that is important I have to do. Then I have my headphones and I can still hear the sound. I can still hear the sound. So yeah, I have to update that. Once I update that, hopefully I will get the mail. So Pita says resolutions are a very good topic to use for English classes. Observably, nothing was actually performed by the authors. As they say, promises are meant to be broken. Promises are meant to be broken. So you make a resolution and you break the resolution, right? I think many of these things are maybe outdated. I don't know. That's what I say. Not, I wouldn't call it resolutions. I would call it plans. You make some plans for the year, and you hope things go well for that. It might be like change of career. Like for me, it is move to a new place. So there are so many plans we keep making, like promotions in the company, open a new business. There are many plans that we think of for the year, right? Make new friends. Now, for example, last year, I didn't start out with any plan for YouTube, right? But then when it came to making my trip to Australia, I began to think that my YouTube, which I'd opened like 2 years and 3 months before, is just sitting there doing nothing. So nobody is coming for getting interviews. No one is coming to do interviews with me. So what am I to do? My channel is just sitting there, and I decided, okay, as soon as I come back from Australia, whatever videos I will shoot, that's why I bought a selfie stick also. And I said, whatever videos I will use, I will start uploading. And sure enough, I came back in April, and as soon as I got back, I started, editing my videos, looking to see how it is to be done and things like that. And yeah, I mean, I edited my first video at the 9th of May last year. I posted it. So in the beginning of the year, I did not have any plans for YouTube, but you know, coming nearer to my trip, to Australia, I said, yes, I'm going to do that. So I kept to it, and little by little, I added many new features, and I'm happy now with the progress I've made. I'm happy with that. I did a silent live streaming, and I just took a chance and said, let me just do it. So yeah, that was it. I'm just going to do. Yes, the Lechon video was nice. Yeah, even I was waiting to see the full part of it. I wanted to see how they stuff it, how they stuff the lechon. Because the stuffing, what Pita showed in her video, it looked like it's very little for that huge pig. And the pig is not really a very big one. It's more on a smaller type pig. But I thought that stuffing was not adequate. There must have been more that they stuffed. So I was just looking forward to seeing, because I'm really dying. My mouth is watering. I'm really dying to eat lechon. And I want to eat lechon from a good place, a good place. So I'm really, really hoping. I know it's an expensive dish. Like Pita was saying, like it costs about 10,000 for a full pig, to be. But the lechon stuffing must be different, right? The lechon stuffing must be different. So I was hoping, to see that whole process, how it is done. So Pita, I hope one day you'll be able to, get the whole process, it was interesting to see how they were slitting, to keep the bones. So, and the way they were roasting it, my God, that would take forever. That would take forever because it's like a homemade kind of stuff, right? So that would take forever to do. And so much of patience, to keep turning that back and forth, keep turning it. It's not easy. I was eating pork chops while I watched it. Wow. Oh, talking about pork chops. Talking about pork chops. Next time I go with my daughter and son-in-law, next time I go, I must check about pork chops and bring it home to cook pork chops. I'm dying for pork chops. In Thailand, they are selling pork. So many people are eating pork, but in the market, I don't see pork chops at all in the market. I really did not see pork chops, and I'm longing to eat, pork chops. Just to think of it now is making me hungry. But the trouble over here, it's all cold storage. Very rarely you can get, live. Most of it is all cold storage. Steven says over here, when you cook a whole pig, it is called a pig roast. Yeah, true, true. Pig roast. Yeah. Dun, 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 So Pita says no need of New Year resolutions, and Stephen says he has never done it before, and I also say I don't also believe in doing it. Peter says, yeah, it's having live stream now. Okay, okay. So I connected with live, yeah, right? I connect is with yeah. Oh, main site is within in a yeah. Okay, main site. I connect is with someone else. Okay. I was at Tia's live stream when I got Winston's notification. Ah, okay, okay. Thank you, Steven. Thank you. Yeah. So all three of us have already commented on this New Year's thing. Yeah. Yeah, I just went on live stream earlier, after Pita said she's going to sleep and all. I told Pita, after you go to bed, I will go on live stream because I was on her live stream. And yeah, then I went on. It wasn't very successful, but it's okay. At least I did it and it's there. So yeah, then Ia and Maya came on for a little while when they got up. As usual, strong supporters for me. And I was just, keeping it near the window on different windows, and so that the scene is changing. So that was just let it go through. So now I know on the weekend when I cannot do a lot of live stream talking, I can do the silent live stream. Now I have something on my gallery and I cannot find it on my gallery. I hope I did not delete it by mistake, because I deleted everything from my deleted folder as well. I think I have deleted it by mistake. It's so sad that I deleted it. Hmm. It's gone, it's gone. It's very important to me. So how am I going to recover it? How will I recover that picture? It's something I have to think of. I'm sure my gallery has been deleted. Recycled. Let me check. My recycle. Oh, there are some things in the recycle bin. Let me find it. It's here. I may just about be lucky. I think I'm lucky. Yeah, how did this come into the recycle bin? This is what I wanted. Restore. Yeah, that day, in fact, when I think I saw it and I said I should, not delete from the recycle bin till I'm absolutely sure. What luck I did not do that. Good. I found now what I wanted. Let's get back to gallery and see if it's there. Then I don't have to worry. So, yes, yeah, how are you? Yeah. Oh, I connect also has come back. Coming out before I leave for school. Okay, okay. Take care, Pita. Go safely. I'll see you when you're in school. Like 5 here, enjoying life. Never give up. Yes, I'm never give up. In fact, I'm doing more now, right? Even I'm doing silent live. So I never give up. I will try everything. As they say in English, I will leave no stone unturned. I will leave no stone unturned. I will try everything. I will try everything that is within my power. everything within my power. Okay, I got what I was looking for. Yes, ER and Pita, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, you still on your live stream also? Okay, Del, good night, take care. Thank you for participating in the poll. Thank you for participating. Yeah, tough decision it was for you, city or country life, because you love both lives, right? Yeah, I prefer country life. I like the laid back, by peace, quiet. I like that. Come in.
Can you come downstairs?
Pardon?
Can you come downstairs?
Yeah, I'm coming. Sure. Okay, I'll just be a while, okay? I'll just check out downstairs. Sorry, 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 sorry. Oh, I don't know. It's very cold. This morning I went out and oh, the wind is blowing. Icy cold wind. Icy cold wind. I left one baggage, so I just went to bring that baggage from the garage outside, and I wanted to. No, no, no. I said I'm going to come back. Yeah, I said I'm coming back. My daughter has to rush off to work again. She's just come back and she had to go back to work. So she just gave me a few instructions because the kids are alone down. So I said, okay, no worries. I'm here too. Yeah. Talking about this, you said you lost Winston. You know, when I was doing my teacher's training, uh, I told you all once before, I joined back to the Jehovah's Witness, right? I used to go and attend their meetings, and also every weekend I used to go off to town and stay there. Stay there Saturday night, come back Sunday. So go Saturday morning, and stay after the meeting in the evening, stay Saturday afternoon, then stay for the meeting, and stay for the Sunday meeting, and come back. So one weekend when I went there, I was really very bad, very sick. I couldn't even walk because in the college, in the college where I was staying, there was some kind of insects, ticks. Like there were some ticks, and it was in the coir mattress. We had a coir mattress, and these ticks were in the mattress. And like in that cottage, I was in the first room, then there was a second room, and then there was a third room. So the first room we were three boys, in the second room three boys, and in the last room were five. So altogether 11 of us were there. Out of 11 of us, one boy in the five rooms, he got affected, and myself in the first room got affected. And it started itching and itching, and it used to itch very badly. And itching, itching, itching. I had two very serious, they became into serious wounds, and they were on my left leg and close to my ankle, close to my ankle. That wound became so big without a word of lie. The wound became so big you could see inside. You could see even inside the bone and all, you could see inside. So I couldn't walk, It became so bad I couldn't walk. And for about like Monday morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I didn't come to college. And those days there was no way to call and no way to, do anything to inform. And on the third day, they all decided that, the principal and all said, we'll have to make a police complaint because we do not know what happened to Winston. We'll have to make a police complaint for that. And there on the fourth day, I managed to come into town. But, I took transport and from there I had to come down, walking. And it was very painful for me to walk down, but there was no other transport to come down to my college. And as soon as I came, I didn't even go to the college. I went straight up to the sick room, to our sick room, infirmary or sick room, whatever you call it. So I went up there and we had a Nepali nurse. She took one look at me and she screamed, not yelled, she literally screamed at me. She took a basin of water, she put some condies. I don't know if you're familiar with condies. Condies is like a purple kind of a thing, It puts in the water and it turns purplish like. She literally tore rags. She literally tore rags. No cotton. She tore rags. And she threw it down and said, clean it yourself. No option, right? So I took it and now I'm worried about, the big hole in my side of my ankle, a big hole. So I was just wiping around, I was wiping around it and all that. The other one I could, clean it, but this one I didn't know what to clean, It's just like a gaping hole. So I just cleaned around and all that. And next thing I know, the ambulance was waiting down. So they have a very big hospital in that city, Darjeeling. It's a hill station. So there's a very big hospital called the Planters Hospital. That was the best and the only hospital kind of. So the ambulance was down. Now what happened was the doctor that used to attend was belonging to that hospital, and his daughter was in the second year. She joined when I was in the second year. She joined our training college. So uh, Dr. Pimba, very nice man, very kind-hearted, soft-spoken man, and all. So long story short, I was taken to the hospital. I was very lucky. I got a room overlooking the uh, main town road. Chaurangi Road. It was Chaurangi Road. So I got it overlooking that, and Chaurangi Square was not very far. So I was lucky to get that room. I could sit down and look out and all that. So I was there for about a week to 10 days. I was there. And then I came back. And then I was under this treatment. The thing finally, I was wondering whether it will heal up or what will happen. So finally, it healed up, but you can see a depression. You know, near my ankle, you can see a depression. The other wound which I had, that kind of healed up, no problem. But this one where the gaping hole was there, it has a kind of a depression. So when you touch it, it's like a depression in there. You can see, but it's healed up. Wonderful, no? The human body, how the skin, all flesh, skin, whatever it is, came to heal up, like. But it's created a big mark, and a depression is there. So I said, "What? It's not my fault. It is these sticks in the bed." So when I came back that time, back again to my room, I literally threw the mattress out. My warden was staying on top. I said, "Sir, I don't want this mattress. It's causing me all these sticks and all, and it cost me, maybe my life, like. So I don't want." So because of that, I was sleeping. It was a wooden bed, with the cross planks. So there were holes in between. And in those days, we had what we call a hold doll, a hold doll. So we just used to put everything in that and wrap it up, turn it, and you could carry it, no suitcases and all that. So the hold doll. So I put that down and I put a thin bed sheet. So much so when the boys came to sit in my room and they would go to sit on the bed, they would jump up immediately. "Hey Vincent, what's happened?" And they would lift the sheet and say, "Where's your mattress?" I said, "No more mattress for me. That mattress has caused my life." So I said, "No, I'm not using that mattress anymore. I thrown it out. I gave it to the warden." Yeah, after that, I never suffered with it. For the rest of the year, I never suffered with those sticks at all. The other boy used to put I think it was lactocalamine. It was called lactocalamine, a white kind of a liquidy thing, and you have to rub it. So, yeah, so talking about Winston lost, yeah, I was lost, and they were all wondering where the hell could I have been, like. And some students don't even remember I was lost. Can you imagine? They don't even remember I got lost. Like, means I didn't come to school, like, for 3 days. So yeah, talking about lost reminded me of that incident. Yeah, I got so many stories in my life. So many stories, so many things have happened in my life. So I can never forget. I can never forget. Yeah, so that's that. So my daughter has to really work, long hours and lots of tension at the work. She's in HR, she's HR director. So she has a lot of work. This company squeezes work out of her. Imagine going back to work now. So it's a very long route and it's a very lonely road. Not many street lights on the way. So her husband will drop her to work and then he'll go and pick her up as well. She'll be pooped by the time she comes back. Maybe she has a meeting or what, I don't know. She said she has to rush off. Try to avoid seeing HR at work. Yeah, but she's the HR director and she gets a tough time by the company. So you can imagine. But she's always taking up for the employees. She always means like if they are in the right, she will take up for them. And the thing is like she's young and she has to handle people that are much older than her. And main guy in the company, he insists she does it. So that is an added tension for her. She's giving me some stories, and it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So yeah, supporting she has to go back. So she just called me down. They were putting something in the oven. They wanted me to stay down and take care of it. And then suddenly, I don't know, the husband decided to switch it off. And he said, no, I'll switch it off. So I said, okay. And she said, okay, daddy, you can go up then. It's okay. Yeah. Sometimes, that's why, this 9 to 5 job and all is really sometimes it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You work for yourself, it's so much better. So much better. You have your own stress, your own worries, but you're the boss, you're in charge, so you know what you're supposed to do, and you will do what's good for your company, right? But here, like, you have to listen to the whims and fancies of the higher ups, and you have to do according to what they want you to do. It doesn't always work out that way, right? It doesn't always work out that way. It's like me also when I was vice principal. My principal would never listen to whatever I'm saying, like. And then when he's in problems, he'll come to me and ask me to resolve the problems. And I used to tell him straight off. Say, who created a problem? You. Who will solve the problem? You. I used to tell him straight off. Because when I used to give him a suggestion, I used to tell him, after some time it became too much for me. So I used to tell him, okay, you asked for suggestion, I've given it to you. You don't follow it, no problem. You're the boss, you're the principal. So you don't follow it, no problem. But tomorrow when you get into problems, then don't come to me to resolve it. You created a problem, you resolve it. If I create a problem, I will resolve it. And he used to beg of me. I said, no way, no way. Whatever you think you do. You know what suggestions I gave, right? So, I have to leave him to do it. Because it's a fact, like, why should you keep on doing something for somebody? If they don't want, then why should you be responsible for it, right? And to clean up somebody's mess and then redo something, That is the worst thing. Correct? That's the worst thing. That is the worst thing. Try to tell him, sorry, you made a problem, you clear it. So I used to feel sad, and I have to help him out, and then it became like too much. Can you imagine something? And I was new. I just joined the school, as vice principal. I just joined the school new. And one day he was very upset. And he asked me, he said, Winston, can you help me? I said, yeah, tell me what it is. He's saying, you are now Canadian, right? I said, yes. He said, I applied for Canada, but I was rejected. And he gave me some reason. I cannot understand why they were rejected. I said, but you have to give me the papers, right? How I can tell you why? You have to show me your papers, what you applied and all that. So next day he brought the copies and all that and he showed me. So I was going through. Now, husband, wife, and he had 4 kids. Okay, husband, wife, and 4 kids. Who helped him to fill up the form? His younger brother. His younger brother was he got also assistant principal, vice principal designation because I got it. So he got it. But he was actually the senior boy supervisor. So he helped his brother to fill up the form, the principal. He helped the principal to fill up the forms. When I looked at it, he did copy and paste. So by mistake in error, what was the wife's details, he did copy and paste and he put it for the daughter. And the daughter is how old? The daughter is a young thing. She's hardly about 8 or 9 years old. But he copied everything for the wife and he put that as copy and paste. He put it for the daughter. I told him, what is this? Who did it? He said, Amjad did it. I said, Amjad couldn't read. Amjad couldn't read. And what did you do? You didn't check? No, he filled it up. I thought everything is okay. He knows all their names and everything. I thought everything is okay. I said, no, nobody thinks everything is okay. You're giving it to a government. It's a migration you're sending it in. It's not just some ordinary stuff. First of all, your brother's fault. He should have checked again. Okay, he made a mistake, fine, but he should have checked. He should have read the form again, made sure. He would have discovered that, oh, daughter, oh, I put the wife's name in the daughter, correct? Everybody checks after you do it. You check. I check 10 times. Correct? I check 10 times. Make sure. I read every letter. I don't just scan. I just read every letter because you never know. In your mind will be saying, my name is Winston. But when I'm typing, I will type STIN. So I am very careful about that, and I really take note of it. So I read each and every letter when I'm checking. I don't do scanning. And after I have read everything, and then in case any changes, then I do scanning. I just scan it. Okay, it's okay. But he made such a big mistake. So I said, there's no problem. I saw the letter which the CIC, Canadian Immigration, sent to him. And all they said was, reapply with the correct information. That's all they said. Reapply with the correct information. So then he gave it to me and he asked me if I can fill up all the information. So I filled it up and gave it to him. And he sent it across. But then I don't know, again, there was some other problem and he was rejected. And I think he was rejected because of the youngest kid. Something was wrong. Something was wrong with the youngest kid. So I think he was rejected again, but he never told me. He just one day just said, Winston, forget about Canada. I'm not going to Canada. And I am going to place that one of the West Indies places, somewhere there it is. Let me think. So he said, I'm going and I'm buying visas. I said, really? You're buying for everybody, all six of you? Yes, he's saying. So you pay so many thousands and all that. And he bought visas for all the whole family. And he went there. And the younger brother, he got his Canadian immigration. And he came to Canada and he settled down in Canada. And he came in time for his wife to deliver. So his wife delivered their first child in Canada. I saw him once on Facebook and I sent him off a message. I wrote two messengers. I sent him on Messenger. Twice I sent him. He never ever replied. So I said, okay, to hell with it. Because when I was leaving, they gave me a tough time. They gave me a tough time because I resigned from the school. They gave me a tough time. I resigned to start my own business. So I test all business. So they gave me a tough time. And especially the brother, I was surprised. He was a nice guy, unlike his principal brother. Like he was after my password, he was after my this on my my password and everything, and he wanted access to all my documents and all that. And I told him, what are you hounding me for that? If I want, I can destroy everything. If I want, I can destroy everything and then give you my password. So by you asking, give me now, give me now, give me now, it won't make a difference. I just have to go into the system and just press delete, and all the files will be deleted at the same time. No problem. I can just go into the system and I will just say reboot the system. Finished. I will just press the reboot. What will you do? I said. Every data that is there will go off. But I said, you are also an IT guy. He is also an IT guy. He knows about IT. So I said, but you're also an IT guy. So even if I reboot and I delete everything, you might be still able to retrieve everything from the hard disk. You can still retrieve from the hard disk. I said, so why are you after me? I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of a person. I will leave everything. So right from 2004 or 2003, right up to 2011, I had in every folder, I had every detail, all my meetings, all my reviews, all my reports, all the circulars I typed out, all the circulars that were sent, every circular that was sent, everything was there in folders. And the folders were by year, 2003, 2004, 2005, right up to 2011. They were all in folders. So, if they want anything of a format, they just open to any of my email and they just take that and they can just change the dates. My format is already there. You know, I worked hard. All the thing I developed myself. I worked very hard. So, so I was sad, things left on a bad note, it's okay. That is how they want to behave. You can't change people's behavior, right? And finally, I heard they sold the school. They sold the school to some other management. And I also left the school to start my own business, but I also left the school because I was not happy. I think I mentioned last time to you all about him bringing another woman, and then the woman started taking all the responsibility. They moved somebody out and gave her a very big office like the principal. As you enter school, left hand side is principal, right hand side was her office. She was a PhD and insisted on everyone calling her doctor, blah blah blah. So I mentioned that whole story on our previous live stream, and I was just sitting down doing nothing. So I was very upset, that the principal did something like that. But I'm lucky that the owners of the school ordered him to sack her. And he didn't want to do it because he brought her, I don't know what was that very relationship, because he had a glad eye from women. So don't know what was their relationship. She wasn't married. Miss Dr. Khadija. Miss. She missed the bus, I think. So anyhow, you know, God works, right? God works. Then he had to come crawling back to me, right? I didn't even know she had left. One morning, I was sitting in my office, and oh my God, all these Arabic teachers and all, they were so they came into my office smiling, laughing, wishing me good morning and all. And I said, all of you are very happy today. What is the reason? And they said, you don't know. I said, don't know what? They said, oh my gosh, how come you don't know? I said, you know what my position in the school with Dr. Khadija is there. I'm nobody. They said, yeah, that is the reason why we are laughing. Dr. Khadija is out. Yesterday she moved out of the school. What? He said, yes. I said, oh, that's very surprising. I said, but Mr. Otman, he was the name of the principal, Mr. Otman. I said, Mr. Otman hasn't called me or said anything to me. I'm going to sit here quietly. I'm not going to pretend I don't know anything. But they were all so happy, so, you know. Then they said, no, the owners told Mr. Otman to get rid of her. The parents were complaining, students were complaining, teachers were complaining, everybody. And it went to the owners of the school. And my principal was 10% ownership also. 10% ownership. Both the brothers were 45, and he was 10%. But he told him, you brought her, you will get rid of her. Then I waited. Then he passed by very sheepishly. Hello, how are you? And this, that, and the other. I said, I'm fine, everything okay. He's saying, you can come to my office. I said, sure. And I went there. He told me to sit down, and then he said, Dr. Khadija is no longer going to be here. I said, oh, really? Very good. Where she's gone? Saying, no, no, she's left the school. Oh, okay, okay. She left the school. Okay. I said, so what do you want me to do? No, you take back all your duties and you do your duties. I said, yeah, you took it away from me without telling me. And now very nicely you're telling me just take back all my duties. Anyway, that's my duty in the school. I will do it. I took back all my duties. Everybody was so happy to have me back again, you know. And but I was not happy in the school after that. If a principal can treat you like that when you have given your life to the school, I said, this is not for me. This is not for me. So at that time itself, then I started the TESOL. Then he was very good. You can run the classes in the school. You don't have to go outside. You can have teachers from other schools who join your classes. You can conduct it over here and all. Even after when I said I'm leaving and I'm going to start my own TESOL business, that's why I'm leaving the school. I put it as that, I'm leaving the school to start that. But actually, that also I wanted to do. But he said also, oh, you still want any time you want to use my school, you want to use the classrooms, you can always use it. He said, don't worry, I don't charge you anything for it. You can use it free. Very nicely acted with me. But then, I told you the story. I went to Canada. Wife insisted to stay there. So finally, I gave that up also. My biggest regret in life till today, biggest regret that I, listened to my wife and went to Canada to settle down. I'd already got my permanent residence, so even if after 5 years I could have renewed it, and then I could have settled in Canada at any time. Canada used to give you, out of 5 years, you must complete 3 years. And if you leave Canada for any reason, those times are not going to be counted towards your 3 years. So, so that time when I came 2011, then I never went anywhere. I never went anywhere till, I got my I completed my full 3 years and then I applied for my Canadian passport. I had to do a lot of tests and about the country and know about all the rules and from the time Canada started, how it started, all the indigenous people and all that. And did it got through. My wife got it first. I got it after because she went to Canada in 2010 April. So she got hers earlier, about 1.5 year before me. She got hers, and I got mine later. And mine was delayed because they found some discrepancy in my form. I filled up some wrong thing, so because of that, I had to reapply. That was all a gimmick because when I reapplied, the charges had gone up. And they had increased the charges a lot. So I think they did it for many people. They just rejected, made them apply again because they had changed their fees, made them apply again at higher fees. So what fees we paid first was lost, and now we have to pay a higher fee. And yeah, I did all that. Okay, no problem. I was telling my wife to hell with it. I don't need this Canadian passport. But it's okay now. I did it. Hmm. Yeah, anything to say about your New Year resolution? New Year resolution. Yeah, so that's that. I have a hair, not one. I have a couple of hairs growing on my nose, and it gets very irritating because sometimes when I'm looking at something, the hair is coming in the way. Means I can see the hair there sticking out. So, ah, hope it's come out now. Yeah, it's come out. Yeah, thank God it's come out. So I got a couple of hair, but this one on top comes in the way of my vision. I see this as I'm looking, I see something like here, waving out to me. Hi, Winston. How are you? How are you, Winston? Yeah, how are you? Okay, yeah. Out, out you go. So, seven, eight, nine. Hey, Stephen, you must have already gone to bed, right? Mm, soon you will go to bed. Yeah, true, true. Well, it's almost 8 o'clock for you, right? So, no, I think it's almost 8 o'clock for you. Uh, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, coming to almost 8 o'clock for you. So you'll soon be going to bed. 7:51. Yeah, 7:51. 8 o'clock will be time to put on your blinkers and drift into dreamland. Do you get sleep fast? Like head touches the pillow and you're off to sleep? Or do you toss and turn? I toss and turn. I can be as tired as a dog, but I don't drop off to sleep immediately. And the worst part is, I can be sitting somewhere and I can be dozing off and then I say, no, I must get up to bed. And yet when I come to bed, I will not doze off. I will still be awake for some time. Okay, you fall asleep fairly quickly. That's good. It doesn't happen with me. So it takes me some time to, Stephen, I had gone for I think I mentioned this before. I don't know if you remember, but honestly speaking, I don't know whether I broke a Guinness World of Records or what, but I did not sleep for almost 3 weeks. I did not sleep for 3 weeks in 2014, somewhere in October, November type, something like that. No, August, September. I did not sleep for 3 weeks. I I used to come down in the night and I used to, after tucking my wife into bed, come down, sit down, watch movies, watch TV, watch movies, and not sleep, and then next morning go to work again and come back and not sleeping at all, not feeling tired, not feeling lethargic. I'm still able to work, I'm still able to do things. So finally what happened was, finally I decided I had to go and see to it, it's getting worse. So I went and they recommended I do a sleep apnea test. I don't know if you're familiar with that, sleep apnea. So you go in the night, you go to the hospital, and then they hook you up with all sorts of wires. Everywhere they are hook you up with something, and there is somebody monitoring throughout the night. They are monitoring the machine, and the machine is to test the activity of your brain. And the result of that was, they told me for the whole night your brain doesn't even sleep for 15 minutes. I have central sleep apnea. Okay. So they said my brain hardly sleeps for 15 minutes in the whole night. It hardly sleeps for 15 minutes. My brain is very active. When I'm supposed to be sleeping, I'm not really sleeping because my brain is still working. And honestly speaking, there are so many things I get up in the morning with, and I say, what are all these stupid things I was thinking of in the night? Many of them I can remember, some of them I forget. And the worst thing is they'll keep recurring and I'm trying to get it out of my brain, but it comes back again in some form or the other. And then again, it starts replaying and they are weird things. They are weird things. They are weird situations which have no connection with my daily life, nothing like that. Weird things sometimes. So they said my brain hardly sleeps for even 15 minutes in the whole night. So they suggested I take that bike pack machine. They suggested I sleep with the bike pack machine. But I said no because my wife has it and I don't like that mask on the face and all. I don't like. I'd be uncomfortable. I cannot sleep like that. So I said, no, sorry, I cannot do that. And what's the next alternative? They said the next alternative is sleeping pills. I said, fine, give me sleeping pills. Then they gave me prescribed a sleeping pill called Zopiclone, zero PI, Zopiclone. And they said, we are giving this to you because this doesn't have, uh, you won't get addicted to it. Other normally sleeping pills, you get addicted to it. So you will not get addicted with Zopiclone. So from about October 2014, I started taking sleeping pills and I finally decided to give it up when I came to Thailand in 2019, and then in 2000, in February 2020, I decided to give it up. I decided to give it up in December 2000 and not December, in February 2020, and that was just when at the end of February COVID started. Signs of COVID started, and by March, like COVID had spread everywhere. So first, what I started doing was I started taking half a tablet. Then I started just taking a quarter tablet, and I noticed even though I reduced my medication, I still slept 4 to 5 hours. Even with my medication, I used to sleep only 4 to 5 hours a night. That's all. So I started going to bed late because if I go to bed early, then I'm getting up middle of the night. And what can you do middle of the night? Nothing. But by me staying awake late, on my laptop, I can stay awake late, watch some Netflix movies, or anything I can pass time, and then go to sleep, and then get up by about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. So that's how I got into the habit from 2020, especially. I got into the habit of sleeping after midnight. And then finally, I gave it up. I gave it up. And I'm very happy. Like from say about April 2020, April 2020, I just stopped completely because I started reducing half a tablet and quarter tablet, and then I just gave it up completely. So, I can sleep, but it takes me some time to sleep. It takes me a lot, some time to sleep. And then, I'm hardly dropping off to sleep, and suddenly I think, oh, I didn't do this. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, let me check. Did I set the alarm? Because I have to get up early for my live stream, right? So did I check the alarm? Did I set the alarm? So see, my brain is always active. I'm supposed to have gone off to sleep, and suddenly I get up. Why? Because my brain was talking to me in the mind, and it said, Winston, have you set your alarm? And I said, oh shit, let me check. So like this, many things keep happening. Many things keep happening. So before, when if my sleep broke, if my sleep ever used to break, I never used to get sleep again. Never. I would have to just stay awake for the rest of the night or morning. I never get sleep again. But nowadays, I can take a pee break, I can come back and I can go back to sleep, provided I don't pick up my phone and start. And sometimes when I cannot get sleep in the night, I'm playing Sudoku, which is worse. Sudoku is making my brain more active, right? So because of I'm playing Sudoku is making my brain more active, how can I ever get sleep? So sometimes I try to listen to music, like put on some music and just listen to the music and try to put me to sleep. Because if I sing myself a lullaby, I will stay awake forever. So yeah, so this is how it is. Okay then, Stephen, go to bed, and I'll also go off. I don't think anybody is here, so I'll go off. Thank you for being with me till the end. I know everybody is busy. ER is on a live stream. She peeps into support, and Pita may have gone out or what. So yeah, Stephen, have a good sleep. Sleep well. Hope Martha is doing well. So good night to you and Martha. Take care. And we catch up again tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, we'll catch up again. I know mornings are difficult for you. So tomorrow evening, we'll catch up again. Okay. So take care, Stephen, and all the best. All the best. I'll just put in a thank you note, and I will also leave and have an early dinner. Usually I eat between 5 and 7. So actually, it's already 6 o'clock for me. So it's okay. Okay, so I pinned it up and okay, I pinned my message and also love you all and God bless. God bless you and your families and take care and au revoir, au revoir, au revoir till we meet again. Okay, au revoir till we meet again. Bye.